All right, so it's time now to reveal the sign of Scorpio, which revealing has a lot to do with the sign of Scorpio, as we'll soon see. So let's get into it. All right, so I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, that when I'm talking about the signs, I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking merely about the energy of that sign. Everybody has all 12 signs in their chart. It's just a matter of where the planet placements fall within those signs. All right, so when I'm talking about Scorpio, I'm not talking about those with their sun sign in Scorpio, although they will probably identify a lot with what I'm saying. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's talk about Scorpio. The first thing you need to know about Scorpio is its element is fixed water, and it is ruled by Mars, co-ruled by Pluto. Pluto brings that intensity to Scorpio. It's a very intense sign, intense and extreme. Pluto tends to go to the extremes. And because of this, Scorpio tends to have a bad reputation. It's one of 4 signs that tend to have a bad reputation. The first one we've already covered with Virgo. Virgo tends to be less popular because of always saying no. And then there's Scorpio, which is a bit extreme and intense. And the other 2 are Capricorn and Pisces, which we'll get into down the line. So there's 4 signs that tend to have a bad reputation. However, the difference is that Scorpio is actually proud of that reputation. It's worked hard for that reputation. Scorpio enjoys being known as someone not to mess with, because Scorpio corresponds with everything that we're afraid of. All the scary things, including the occult and magic. And what's more scary to people than the unknown? Secrets, mysteries, and that which is hidden. In fact, the word occult means hidden. So Scorpio has a lot to do with that which is hidden from view. Scorpio also corresponds with death and the realm of the dead. In Cancer, we have birth. In Scorpio, we have death. And in Pisces, we have the in-between before the next incarnation, the spirit realm. So Scorpio is about death. And what do we do with the dead? We hide them from view. We bury them. We cremate them. If we didn't, there would be corpses and skeletons littered everywhere. We don't want to see it. Scorpio also corresponds with sex and intimacy, which most people do in private, hidden away from others. There may be some kinky exceptions out there, but for the most part, it's kept private. It's kept hidden. The part of the body that corresponds with Scorpio is the genitals, which we keep covered, hidden. So Scorpio is about that which is hidden. It's also big on transformation. Scorpio changes everything it comes into contact with, for better or worse, but it's always transforming. And that's what occult magic does. It transforms. When you cast a spell, you are attempting to make change in accordance with your will. And to illustrate Scorpio's association with transformation, it's the only sign with 3 avatars. 3 symbols to represent the sign. The first being the scorpion. Why? Because scorpions are fierce and they have a tendency to sting anything that comes close to them. This is part of that bad reputation. Scorpio has a tendency to lash out at those closest to them. At least that scorpion persona tends to. It has a sting first, ask questions later policy. It can also be very vindictive and vengeful. But Scorpio will not only sting those close to them, they will sting themselves if they believe they're not going to make it through. Scorpio wants to go out on its own terms. Now, the next level up from the scorpion is the serpent. And this is where Scorpio's transformative powers really starts to do a lot of good, because the serpent is the best healer. The symbol for medical care today is still 2 serpents wrapped around a staff. The caduceus has been the symbol of healing for a long time. And this ties in with one of the lessons in the Laws of Magic series on that which can kill, can cure. Because a serpent can bite you and poison you, but through that venom we also get anti-venom. We have the cure. So for all the seemingly negative things about Scorpio at first, when Scorpio starts getting into the higher levels, it really begins to do some good. It becomes the best healer in the zodiac. And the very best can change you just by coming into contact with them. That which can kill can cure is a Scorpio phrase. The sign that rules over criminals and murderers is also the sign of the best doctors, shamans, and healers. And the next level up from there is the phoenix or eagle. However, this is very rare, and you could go your entire life without meeting anyone that has achieved this level of Scorpio. It represents the highest form of consciousness that one can attain. No other sign can reach that level, and this is because it is achieved through transformation, through death and rebirth, resurrection, by living, dying, and resurrecting in your lifetime. The phoenix rises from the ashes, stronger and better than ever before. So this level of Scorpio doesn't sting, it lifts people up. It elevates them. And those are the three avatars of Scorpio. And they represent the transformative process from the lowest to the highest, from one extreme to the other. So those are the main two properties of Scorpio. Secrets, that which is hidden, and transformation. Now we also said that Scorpio is a sign that corresponds with death, which is the ultimate secret. What do we experience when we pass on? That is hidden away. Past lifetimes, it's all secret. Scorpio was put in charge of it, and Scorpio erased the records. And when you come back, you are made to forget as to not reveal the secret. So Scorpio is all about keeping secrets, but it's also about revealing them, or at least discovering them. Scorpio has a need to get at the secret. And this is why Scorpio rules investigations, whether it's the FBI or a private investigator. We talked about Scorpio making the best healers. Well, what is a doctor other than a private investigator of the body? You hire them to find out what is wrong with you and to make you better. Getting at the secret, uncovering the mystery. The X-Files is a great example of a Scorpio show. They're investigating the strange, scary, and secret. Now, Scorpio is a very personal sign. It doesn't have width, it has depth, like the ocean. Scorpio typically chooses to have very few friends, but the few relationships it does have is very intense, to the point where they could always be in someone's business. Scorpio isn't meaning to bother the person, it's just checking on its investment. It invested a lot of time and energy into this person, and so they want to make sure to protect that investment. Scorpio rules over investments, other people's money, taxes. The opposite sign of Taurus has to do with your money. Scorpio has to do with other people's money. So they say that the two certainties in life, death and taxes, well, they're both Scorpio. But the main things to think about Scorpio are hidden secrets and transformation. So what does Scorpio do with all those secrets that it investigates? Well, it chooses whether to expose them or not. And this can take many forms. It could take the lowest form of the scorpion, as somebody who wants to just air all your dirty laundry on Facebook or something, and I have seen many Scorpios do just that, to taking a higher form of sharing with someone something intimate. Like, I've never told this to anyone before, and sharing that intimacy. What Scorpio does with the secrets depends on the person. However, be rest assured that all Scorpios are collectors of secrets. Scorpio being a fixed water sign is very symbolic of the ocean holding many of today's world's secrets. It hasn't been fully explored, as one cannot dive down deep enough to explore it all. It's very symbolic of the subconscious mind. And you can only go so far down into the ocean before you get to a point where you don't know which way is up, where you lose all sense of direction. As above, so below. Now, Scorpio being a very intense sign and going to the extremes at times, the best sign that is compatible with the Scorpio is another Scorpio. Because many times only a Scorpio could stand up to another Scorpio. You can't win against a Scorpio. It has Pluto and Mars. You can't fight them and win. And if you somehow did, they'd find a way to get back at you anyway. It's like fighting against the tide. Instead of struggling against it, you have to dive deep and come out the bottom, out the other side. Now, the dark side of Scorpio is jealousy and paranoia, not trusting anyone, spying. Spies correspond with Scorpio, and therefore espionage is also ruled by Scorpio. Spies collect those secrets. And that really sums up the sign of Scorpio. It's all about hidden secrets and transformation, like the shedding of the serpent's skin, transforming. Scorpio is all about the scary things that we don't want to face. And you'll notice that Halloween, the scariest holiday, is during Scorpio. So if you've learned anything today, it's that don't mess with a Scorpio, they'll mess you up. And yet they're also the ones that heal you. They're the best healers. Now, Scorpio's tarot card appropriately is Lucky 13, Death. Death representing the ultimate hidden secret and transformation. And that's the way you should look at it. A quick word before we go. If you haven't already downloaded a copy of my free program, Finding Your Path and Purpose, showing you how to use astrology to discover what you should be doing in life, you should do so now while it's still available for free. An audio program with almost an hour's worth of content, link in the video and in the description. I want to thank you all for joining me. Like and share this video if you enjoyed it. Visit me at all the usual places, Facebook, Twitter. Join us over at Patreon and Subscribestar. Also check out my Teespring shop where I have shirts and masks. If you have to go out into public and go into stores with the mask, you might as well go in with some magic on your face. Plenty of designs to choose from with more on the way. This is Frater Xavier, and I will see you next time. Take care.